No.
Do you want to add a non-public at the end of this?
Yep, next approval. Yeah. So I will take the agenda. Motion by Jeremy, second by Ed. Any additions? Yes.
I have one as well.
You have one as well? Yep.
Under VA, for D, add Wellness Committee.
The Wellness Committee.
Peace. Thank you.
And after old business, we need to have another non-public session around negotiations. Anything else?
No?
Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed or abstaining? Carries. All right, it is 6:30. I'm jumping ahead to recess the school board meeting and open the public hearing. This public hearing is designed to discuss us expending from the fund balance and accepting unanticipated revenues. Heather, what do you have for me for unanticipated revenues? Let's start with that.
I have an amount to the Madison School District. I had to go back for this in Excel because I should never use my phone in joint board meeting. I will just say that now.
Okay, Heather's not allowed to use the phone at a joint board meeting anymore.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay,
Madison's portion, the SAU has a fund balance beyond what they were voted by the board to carry of $62,000. So that total was $182,728.15. Madison's apportionment of that is 35.49%. So the total is $64,850.22 to be returned from the SAU to the Madison School District.
okay. So that's just money that we will need to, once we go back into public session, to accept. But calls for public hearing so that the public can hear it and speak to it. Does anybody have any objections to us accepting $64,850.22? I didn't think so.
Thank you.
All right.
Any ideas on how to spend that money? It's all right, I'll be quiet.
I did not ask.
He doesn't have to. Go ahead, do something to say. It's a public hearing.
No, I'm not opening up for public comments no more. Now we have to expend from fund balances, correct?
Expend from fund balance.
Yep.
There's a correction from the last balance I provided at
Okay.
the September, right? August
Yep.
meeting. I did not deduct adequacy from the current appropriation, or what the DRA calls that assessment.
Got it.
So the amount that can be retained is not 175, 918, 28. It is actually 164, 389, 40.
Okay.
In Hampshire, I came out with a nice little calculator, and I got the same number on that, so I do know that this one is
You
correct.
feel confident
So the
with that?
2.5 that we've funded
Yeah.
is to be funded at 164, 389.40. And this is to discuss expending money from that to fund the playground above and beyond the 50,000 that we already had in our budget. And how much would be needed? How much is needed as a,
Why are you looking at me? I gave you the quote.
I have it in my email.
I shared it.
You don't have it by memory?
No, but Holly probably does. I have it right here.
so the total quote that's needed money?
It's loading.
Loading. Join the
This
Wi-Fi.
message cannot be,
Join the Wi-Fi.
I have it.
Got it.
I can't do it.
So you need to know that shipment, right, there was like a little bit questionable of, it will decide what the freight will be,
Yeah.
right, when it's ordered. So 156,173 is what the proposed,
Is needed in total.
yep.
And then, so we take 50,000 of that, because that's already in the budget, so 106, 173 is needed.
Does that include the shipping, or at least the,
That's what
Thank you.
because I'd imagine it'd be around 3,000.
Well, it gives an estimate of shipping of 3,210, so, but it
That-
says that
that
it will be,
The reason is in in that?
Yes, is in that.
So I would estimate 4,000,
Okay, you think so? All right.
because when did you guys do that?
Actually, just not too long ago.
After the last
month.
meeting.
Last month, yeah.
That was
The
August
9th.
9th.
The 9th, yep.
So let's go with up to 107,173. That adds an extra $1,000 to it.
Why don't we just go to 108?
Why don't we go 100?
Why don't we go 200?
have that.
Right.
All right, fine. 130.
So 107,173 would be the
Okay,
money
wrong
that we'd
way.
need to come up with. We can use the $64,850 that we just approved accepting. So how much would come from the fund balance if somebody can do that math for me, please?
Drop that down.
Ed knows.
43, a little over 43.
And my phone's on.
42,322?
Sounds right.
42,322 seems like a weird number that doesn't match 107,173. Oh, yeah, then, okay.
Oh, yeah, then you minus the 64.
Got
So that still leaves us like 110.
Right, which puts us in a better place.
Is that, what do you think of that number? I like that a lot better.
You more
than the
comfortable there?
70,000.
Right.
Yeah?
As far as what would be left in the.
In
set
the
aside?
2.5%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better turn that frown upside down.
I know,
Doctor.
I think with the acceptance of the unanticipated revenue, I feel a lot better than just using this straight set
Especially
aside.
after you walked the playground tonight, right?
I did.
Part of your building
Did.
facility
Right.
thing.
Do you
and
have
Saw
any
the
idea
need
of when
of,
it would actually be shipped?
We only tripped once.
If we ordered it
it's like 6 to 8 weeks after order. If we order tomorrow, 6 to 8
And
weeks, so we
and
could
this
get it.
includes,
It includes installation.
Installation, yep,
so when it shows up, they'll put it in?
yep.
Yeah, we
So
have some
we're
site
off
work
the
to do, but
hook,
yes.
Right,
If they get it shipped through fraud.
They'll install it.
yeah.
Is there a separate install date?
We will know that further.
Okay.
As soon as we order it, I'm sure they'll let us.
We, sometimes when they deliver, you sit on it for a little bit, which is fine, but I just wanna make sure I'm,
He said as soon as it ships.
okay. We had a similar delivery in another district in SAU
So they
13.
probably-
tell them
they
to
probably
ship
didn't
the
have Holly.
installers in the UPS truck too.
Right?
But I think it's a good clarifying question.
Yeah, Holly's on
Do we
it,
need
she's
a
so good,
motion to
thank you.
use-
Not yet. When we come out, we'll have to. But we're just in a public hearing now, so we're just discussing with the public and allowing them. Then when we go back into our meeting.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a weird part of it, that nothing really changed, but.
Thank you for being here,
Does any of
public,
my
though.
community have concerns, questions, thoughts? Should we not do it?
Oh, gee.
Okay, just check.
You are so fresh.
Wait, Sarah, wait one more year.
No, I've been waiting for 10,
Wait, oh,
11
she wanna wait one more year or two?
Yeah.
No, we've worked really hard
Let's
for
give Sarah what
this.
she
Thank,
wants.
thank you.
So
We've
seeing
worked hard.
no other public hearing
Always
information,
worked hard, everybody's
once we
worked
get into a
hard.
motion, we can have discussion as well. So I have 6:39, I'm gonna close the public hearing. And we're done. We're gonna jump back up to the top. Approval of the minutes of the 8/5 meeting. Very good
Yes.
job, Miss Janet.
Yes.
I will take a motion to approve the minutes. As good motion by Ed, second by Sarah. Any other discussion, any changes?
No.
Seeing none, all in
Um,
favor? Yes?
Just there's a couple of spelling things that I've talked with Janet that will need to be changed.
Okay,
Okay, that's all.
good, I'm good with that.
Reads good.
Yeah.
All right.
Reads well.
I was able to read through it easy. I don't catch spelling errors. That's not my suit.
You don't
So-
have to know people's names.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstaining? Carries. No, you're fine. You're okay.
Kidding.
If you vote against them, you might be in trouble, but
Right.
it has no monetary value to it, so you're okay to.
I'm not in favor.
Consent agenda, you have your principal's letter, your capital reserve fund balances.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yes,
The capital reserve fund balance, is that after the HVAC project? And is that all paid?
It is not all paid.
Okay, so that number is subject to
Artificially
change.
high. It's, yes, it will
That's kind of what I
definitely.
felt, but
okay. Was that the question you were thinking of earlier, that
No.
Okay,
But I just looked at that number and I'm like, oh boy, that's a lot left over. That'd be awesome.
right, and
Yeah.
nothing that
Yeah.
got, nothing from this year is deposited into those as well.
Right.
So nothing that was approved at our last, at our March meeting is in this.
So
It
there's
doesn't get funded
100,000
till
going
December.
in, 50 from appropriation, 50 from fund balance.
Right.
And then I just reworked ESSER last week, and I think we're gonna be right around 100 for the HVAC project that comes out,
So it might be pretty,
It
actually
might
pretty
be
close
close to
this
that.
then. Get it all balanced.
Oh, right, once, yeah, the in and out.
Okay, that's actually better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Capital reserve, the CIP plan, I think we should meet when we set the agenda, and I will invite Sharon Schilling from the budget committee to join us.
Should invite them all.
Sharon's the only one who stepped forward and said that she would like to do that. So I'm happy to invite them all, but this is a work session.
Okay.
The meeting in public is where they can all come. Thank you for that offer, Sarah.
You're welcome.
SAU 13-9 joint board meeting is the 18th at 6 PM, and that is in Bartlett this time around. Next regular school board meeting is the 7th here at 6 PM. Don't forget, voting is tomorrow at the school here. Public comment. Moving on. HVAC update.
So, the HVAC project is complete. Yay. We still have some finishing things to work on. We have some shelving that has been ordered for the PE closets. We can organize that
Good,
space.
we checked that out. That was interesting.
Yeah, so there are some things that were unanticipated, but they're good problems to have, so it'll be more
Yeah.
organized and good. So I think things are all in a good place for that. And then just start of the school year. It's going. It's going well. I'm sorry, I have been out, I had knee surgery and so a little bit less involved at the start of the year. But the staff are pretty amazing at taking care of everything and making sure it's going well. And a big shout out to Holly, who has really carried all of the weight because I was not available the first 2 weeks before school. So,
Thank you.
anything,
Thank you,
anything
Holly.
that you see that's like, oh, that got done, that's probably her. So,
She really is the best.
so other than needing, a couple more staff members, we're doing pretty well. And I think, given that, we're managing pretty well.
And while we have a captive audience, what do we still need for staff members?
We still need a case manager, full-time, special
Special
ed.
education case manager.
And we need a .6 FTE food service worker. We thought we had a couple of options, but neither of those have panned out, so we still have an opening.
Interesting.
So 0.6 FTE food service worker, it's a great,
Information is on our website. I also have the salary scales there, so, and you can see the CBA, so you
Working.
can see the benefits and all of that.
parent job. They used to call it mother's hours, but I don't think we can call it that anymore, to be politically correct. Parents' hours, we'll call it. I know, I can, but. I just like-
Can't take you anywhere, Jim, I just can't take you
Ain't that the
anywhere.
truth? Anything else, Heather? Any other questions for Heather? I'm a little punchy this evening. Heather, you're up.
I have a few changes, or very few changes, but revenues a little bit higher than what was presented in August. Medicaid billing, some has finally gone through across all 3 districts, so I accrued, we are now looking at $2,050, which is still low, but it was better than where we were at. I accrued the AP to go along with that. And then along with the adjustment to the actual amount that we can retain in the set aside, what is being returned to offset taxes is now $133,799.12.
On the last page of your packet. Second to last page,
So,
the inside. Oh. So on the fund balance, the return to offset taxes is $134,804.67.
why is the 133? Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
Oh, no, this one here. The other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the other one. Thank you.
134,803.61. Yes, thank you.
On the inside page, there we go.
page 29, maybe?
Yes.
Thank you. That worked better than the inside last
Okay.
page.
Second to last.
Any questions there?
And that additional expenditures pending is not pending any longer. I finally moved them to where I wanted them in the expenditures. I did not print that off, but happily share, actually, you can see a summarized version of it because I do have a completed and approved DOE 25 and MS 25 cover sheets
Be signed.
to be signed and reviewed. So please, if you're gonna rush out of here, see me first.
So Heather will be at the door with a cattle prod. You don't get past her without signatures.
Except for last year's budget. So, where she came on mid.
I
Yes.
I only need a
Because
quorum
she's-
for it to
She's
work.
currently active board.
Okay, I just want to make sure it doesn't commit her to something that.
No, I asked this before, because every year people come on, and so
There's a
it's
lot,
currently
yeah.
active board, so yes, she would sign off on that as well. Questions for Heather Schuler?
No questions on that.
Okay.
Just want to touch on the wellness committee so that we know that we are required to have one. It's part of our food service. I think there's an RSA floating out there. The required stakeholders or members of this are parents, students, representative of the school food authority, which would be Janet, and I think,
That sounds royal.
yep.
It is.
The school board, which I believe last year it was Miss Sarah DiMartino.
I think she signed up for that again this year. I thought I saw that.
Oh.
You know me, I can't say
It was
no.
on that.
I will be there.
As you should.
And school administrators in this group is tasked with developing the local wellness policy. Last year, I think minimum of 4 meetings. Am I making that up?
No, we had quite a.
But I think you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meetings above and beyond. But we actually do have to upload with our National School Lunch Program application copies of the wellness minutes. We have to link them or show them where this is made public for the public, where they have access. And then we have to provide a copy of our local wellness policy. So this is something they do look for. They do go out to the website and check. So we just need to stay in compliance.
We're on that.
And we are.
We are,
And
we
you're
are
on
on
Thank
that. We are definitely on that.
Good, good.
And Sarah is
Yeah.
staying on?
Yeah,
Okay.
I will, if you have me, I will stay on.
Sharon, you want it? They'd be happy to get rid of her, I heard.
Jim,
they asked for you to do it, actually.
I mean,
They
you said
want-
you needed students, so
they
you
want-
take Hayden.
Right? Yes,
He loves
Charlotte
food.
does it too. Perfect. Kim, you can come also. It's on Tuesdays, and we know you're off on Tuesdays, so we will
It's
see
not on
you
Tuesdays.
there.
I
think
It's not on Tuesdays anymore, they changed it. All right, moving on. New business. No, superintendent.
Oh, I almost got out of that.
Covering it out.
Yeah, so opening of school, we've had a great opening of school. It started off with our new staff day. It was a small but mighty crew this year, so we didn't have a lot of staff turnover, so that was really great. Holly was present representing Madison, so we appreciate Holly being there, and we had all our new staff come back even after listening to my corny jokes and my 3-hour-long presentation. So they couldn't scare them away. So if they
Wow.
can sit through that, they can sit through anything. Then we had our opening day for staff at Camp Robin Hood over in Freedom. We had Brooklyn Rainey from One Trusted Adult. We had the Adam Group do some cybersecurity pieces. We had my team that rolled out our vision for the SAU and the 3 districts, which our school theme this year is Back to Basics, really focusing on academics for students and our MTSS, multi-tier systems of support. So very excited to see this dig in and leverage our academic gains this school year. And then in general, the important thing is our kiddos, and it was great to see all the smiling faces and our teachers meeting our students. And I will push back a little bit on Heather. She said she's been kind of absent the start of the school year, and I would say that's not the case. She's done a fantastic job getting the school ready. Preschool was amazing. The open house, I was able to see all our smiling kiddos and parents present and get some ice cream, and it was a great day. So everything was rolling, and we're off to a great start. So I know good things are coming.
Preschool?
He said it's good?
Yeah, preschool has been running fantastic. Wednesday is our busiest day. We're up to 20 kids. And not that, Mondays and Fridays are our slowest day, but I think we're around 14 on those days. So we have students from each one of our towns, and it's
And not necessarily all day.
and not necessarily all days. There's some AM students that do part of the day. Hats off to Kim and Lisa and Heather and Holly, who've been doing some of the pieces here, and Heather doing all the financials with that. It's, this idea all started with trying to fulfill a need and trying to create a collaborative, cohesive experience for our preschool early childhood students. And here we are a year later, thanks to the support of the board, the voters of each one of our towns. And I know good things. We're going to see great things from that program. It's off to a great start. And
Perfect.
we got a chance to see that on our facilities walk, and just the great artwork and all the exciting space that that room has become.
Cool.
So no real big hurdles or anything? No big
I think the team, there's always going to be, when it's your first year, there's things that pop up and emerge that say, oh geez, no matter how much you plan for something, that we didn't account for that. So we're gonna get the team together in the next week or so and kind of recap, hey, what's working well, what are some things that we could, need some improvements for, to make sure that we're keeping the program running steady. So the playground's up, again, thanks to the Madison Road crew that has done a good job volunteering their time. And I know there was some tough rock, it sounded like, when they were digging some holes, so I really appreciate them. I went over and, said thank you very much for all the work they're doing. How's it going? They said it's not going great. So that was me putting my foot in my mouth. But they're doing a great job. So we got the pieces up. We got some swings on the way, and that's going to be a beautiful space.
The kids are so excited too. My older kids were so excited to have the preschool kids here. They're like, Mom, they're so cute, and it's really nice. I'm just so happy.
It adds to the level of community of the school.
For sure.
And I will just say, it's the first week. Like, they've had it for the first week. So it's a new building, it's all new kids, so it's a new environment, new teachers. It's not like a preschool that's up and running that you have last year's kids and staff already
Right.
intact and you're just adding to.
It's amazing.
Everything's new, so I think it's, for what it is, it's going really well.
Very
And it's
smoothly.
going to be even better once they get all those routines under their belt and kind of figure out personalities of kids and that kind of thing and the supports. But yeah, I mean, is it a little clunky? Sure, but it's really fantastic what's going on in there.
I was a little nervous about like the drop off and the pickup, but it seems to have gone really well. I mean, in my opinion, it's all new. I mean, this is, just be a little patient, and it's,
Right.
I mean, it's smooth. It's really
Yeah,
is.
today I've been down there every day for dismissal. I wasn't there the first time, but after that every day, and today it was really
Yeah.
smooth. It was so good. So.
Yeah.
I was very impressed,
Janet, how
to
about
be honest.
food service?
Food service, we've had a great reopening. Actually, this year, we have had double the amount that we normally do for the first week of school for signing up, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Preschoolers, how are they?
They are doing phenomenal, and by the time they get to kindergarten, they're gonna be just like the sixth graders and know exactly what to do.
Right.
Yeah,
You haven't put them to work yet?
I have not put
Yeah.
No.
Nice, good. Glad to hear it's going.
All the important pieces are running really well, and as Heather mentioned, we got a couple little things we can always improve. You can always improve. So we're gonna make sure keeping up the good communication and meeting with the team to make sure everyone's needs are being met.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Questions for Mike? Anything else, Mike?
That's it. Good stuff right now. September, it's it's positive stuff. It'd be it's always a good time in September.
Got it.
Remember
Guess
that,
when
Jim.
it starts in October,
Yeah,
November.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, policies are next, so
So-
we're gonna table those?
Yes, those policies are currently being reviewed by our policy,
Illustrious
yes,
policy
yeah,
committee.
policy team. Yes. So these basically are Title IX policies that have been approved, that is now law, and they do approve them. So once they're ready to go, we'll have that in effect. So
I do have a question.
we are following the law but we need to have a policy match the law. So, but we're following. The
Got
law.
an email from you sent it out Friday in your email about
Mhm.
holidays.
Yes.
Is there like a legal name we have to call holidays? Is that what that?
Yes.
I tried to look at the list and see
Yeah.
what you have to call them.
Yes,
So
yeah,
we're not
the state-approved holiday, because there's been some discrepancies on whether, and I'll just use an example, do you call it Indigenous Peoples' Day, or do you call it Columbus Day? And you have
Right.
to use the state-approved name.
bad.
Oh,
Sorry. I think that's BS, you know?
Okay,
Okay,
moving
none,
on.
sorry.
Zipping your lips.
Slipped out of my mouth, I've never done that.
That's why I need to sit next to you
That's
so I
not
can
true
kick
either.
you.
But if you have not read my Friday memo, it's a great place to get caught up on
Yes.
some great
I
literature.
think you should read it, Jim.
Yeah.
I will.
Out loud,
I
right
did.
now to all of us.
But, okay, sorry. Withdraw of policy KED, public
Yes.
complaint about facility or service grievance procedures, section
board members.
504.
Yeah. So that's being that's now covered by law, and the grievance procedures have changed with the new Title IX regulations. So if the board feels more comfortable waiting until we have all the policy to eliminate KED, or we want to,
Why don't we just do them all together?
yeah, I think that's wise.
And
So lump this in with the others?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we don't want to have, eliminate a policy before have something to replace it, so I think that's wise.
So something in here is going to,
Yes.
Yeah, it's,
Place.
yeah, the alphabet soup will fill in that one.
Yes.
So 15 replace.
okay, so we're gonna
Yeah.
move on past
And
that.
same with the job descriptions for the human rights officer and Title IX coordinator. I think we were a little overzealous this time around, thinking we were gonna get all this through, and we have some done, but not them all, so we want to put them all together. So, thank you for rolling with the punches.
Old business Corner Schoolhouse.
That's you.
How's it going?
Meeting,
That is all you.
haven't had a meeting since our last meeting. We are meeting on the 16th, I believe,
Of this one?
of this month, yes. Use of fund balance. So this just gets us to where we can make motions to, so first off would be a motion to approve the revenue of $64,850.22. No, we
No.
talked about it in the public
Okay.
hearing, yep.
All right.
So motion by Sarah, second by Jeremy. Any other discussion? Seeing none, in favor? Aye. Carries. Then we have utilizing $42,322 from the 2.5% reserve for the playground.
42,322.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think, should that be done, that as one motion and then using that as a second motion?
Do you have a preference, Heather, whether it's two separate motions?
I do 2 seconds.
Two separate, okay. So,
And I'm gonna interject just
yep,
a procedural thing. We don't have 3 quotes, so you might want to waive your DJE policy. We were able to get 2, but not 3, so just might want to waive that.
The policy.
motion by Sarah, second. By Cherry, any discussion?
It's 10,000, right? The GGA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Carries. Thank you for catching that.
Sorry, I just want to make sure we're all legal.
That's all right.
No
That's
barriers
I
to
think we
this.
talked about it last month, but we said
Yeah.
we'd do it when we.
Yeah.
So, motion to use $42,322 from the 2.5% set aside. Motion by Sherry, second by Sarah. Any other discussion? And that money to be used for the playground?
Now leave us at about 122,000 left for the 2.5.
Correct.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstaining? Carries. And I will also take a motion to utilize the $64,850.22 that we just approved as unanticipated revenue towards the ground as well. Motion by Sarah, second by Sherry. Any other discussion there? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed or abstaining? Carries. Playground can be ordered tomorrow.
Yay! She will. She'll be here.
Um,
30.
Anything
Should
else?
be doing it tonight.
All right.
We talk about that MOU.
Yep. So, motion to go into non-public.
Up again.
Motion by Sherry, second by Sarah. Sherry, Sarah, Ed, Jeremy, Jim, in non-public.
Thank you for all your support. Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work, both of you.
We can
All
change
of
it.
you.
If they all leave, we can take them